Hey you! Welcome to the very first video of my channel, Sirian Psychic. I am Sirian Psychic and this is a pick a card tarot and oracle reading for the blessings entering your life at this moment. Now, this is a timeless reading, so you can be watching this at any point of time in your life and it's gonna be just as effective. Okay, so this is a general reading, so kindly take what resonates and leave out the rest. Further disclaimers in the description box. Finally, thank you so much for being here and let's get started. We have 3 piles for today. Pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Okay, so here's the reading breakdown. Huge shout out to Kino Tarot and Eso Tarot. I really love them. And I got this idea from them to have a reading breakdown with you because, well, it's important for someone like me who might get out of focus when I'm reading. So here's what the reading breakdown looks like. We're gonna do a quick energy check so that you can see if this is your pile, whatever group you select. And then we're going to look at what have you surrendered or what are you currently working on surrendering, because obviously you need your cup to be kind of empty for the blessings to come. So what is it that you've been working on when it comes to surrendering or letting go of, basically? And then we're going to look at the blessings entering your life at this moment. And then finally we're going to look at some advice or any messages from your spirit guides regarding your blessings. So it could be something like maybe you need to be mindful of something, or I don't know, we'll see whatever the advice is for you. So yeah, that's about it. There will be timestamps so you can quickly go to your reading. I'll give you some time to feel out the energies, connect with your pile, connect with your group. So for group number 1, we have this clear quartz. Group number 2, we have this pyrite. And group number 3, we have tiger's eye. Cool. So you can pause the video or take your time. If this is your first time doing a pick a card reading, don't feel stressed. Just take a few deep breaths with me right now. Take a deep breath in and breathe it out. And as you take your next breath in, feel as if you're connecting with your heart center. You can even close your eyes and just feel that from within you're connecting with your heart chakra. And as you keep breathing and feel connected to your heart center, you can affirm in your mind that I'm now connected with my highest self. Now allow your highest self to pick your group. So you can do this with your eyes closed, or you can open your eyes. See if you get drawn to any of the piles, any of the crystals, or if you're still confused, you can just go with any of the crystals that maybe draws your attention the most, or you can just pick a group randomly. We have an energy check so you can see if it's your group or not. If it's not, you can try out different groups. Okay, so I'm assuming you've selected your piles, so we're going to move on now. Hello group 1. So if this is the crystal you chose, the clear quartz, I have no idea if you can see it because my camera is up, is upwards. Okay, if you missed the reading breakdown, it's in the intro, so I won't be repeating it. But basically we are looking at the blessings that you're receiving, that it's time for you to receive. We're starting with a quick energy check so that you know that this is your group. Okay, so even before I started cleansing all of my card decks, and even before I wrote down my reading breakdown, the clear quartz jumped out at me. Like, I'm just gonna let that sound pass by. Interesting. So, because of the clear quartz and how it jumped out me even before, and the sound make me feel like, okay, I'm waiting. I feel like the energy over here is like you have been waiting for something either to happen, or you've been waiting for a phase of your life to like get over, maybe. It's like you are highly decisive. You are crystal clear, like this clear quartz. Like this particular phase of your life has been very, very decisive, very focused. And you already know, like everything is mapped out clearly in your mind. Okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what's happening, whatever aspect of your life this is. And it took a lot of time to get to this clarity, this level of clarity. It took you a good amount of time. So, congrats on being here. And I'm so proud of you for all the hard work you've put in. Now it's time to get the harvestations of your hard work, of your efforts. So, let's get into it. Okay, for you, we have the otter. Ooh, that kind of totally makes sense. I mean, I don't know. In my head, it's like otters are the ones who are like super hardworking, right? Like the otter family, something. I don't know. I'm getting Narnia reference. That was the otter family, right? No, they were beavers actually. I'm sure otters and beavers are different, but the feeling that I'm getting with the otter over here is like similar to the beaver family, which is that same hardworking energy. And this this hasn't been very comfortable for you. You really had to step out of your comfort zone for this. It's like you received the short end of the stick in life, or maybe pertaining to this particular thing. I'm hearing it could be career related, but again, this is a general reading, so it could be any aspect of your life. Like, you will know better what aspect of life I'm talking about. But it's like, even though you weren't given so many resources, you still came through and overcame all of those challenges or difficulties. And it's like, okay, your energy is like your energy is like Naruto. If you've seen Naruto, it's an anime. Naruto from Naruto Shippuden. So, when I say your energy is like his, I'm talking about the circumstantial energy, how he grew up without parents, being scrutinized by everyone around him, and how he had to work so hard just to prove himself, just to receive basic human respect and love from the people around him. Now, it may or may not be as extreme as what Naruto went through. What I'm getting is that it has been really difficult for you. I keep feeling that you've been living a very suffocating life, or that you feel very suffocated wherever you are, or the people around you. You feel unsafe with them. Maybe you don't, maybe you are not able to notice it consciously, but maybe on a subconscious level, on a deep emotional level, they make you feel unsafe. I'm also hearing you might even feel unsafe with yourself. Maybe aspects of you feel unsafe with yourself. Trigger warning, there could be tendencies of self-harm, maybe. Again, it could be maybe that's what you have overcome very recently, or maybe you're still working on. And we're going to come at the whatever you surrendered part later, but this is coming, so we're just going with the flow. You could be a water sign, or you might have major water sign placements in your birth chart, but it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe you're just a very sensitive soul. I am hearing you overthink a lot, but you have a good balance of overthinking. It's like, okay, if I can overthink the negatives, I can also overthink the positives. So that's the kind of energy. Again, see, that's again Naruto vibe. Like, even though he was going through so many things in life, at least in the initial part of his life, he was his own best motivator. And like, okay, I'm getting this particular dialogue that Kakashi says, and I feel like he just got so tired of crying that he decided to do something about it. That instead of crying, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to change myself, I'm going to be respected as the Hokage of the village. These aren't the exact words, but something similar. I feel maybe you carry that same vibe, that same circumstantial vibe, and that same resilience. If not same, then maybe similar at least. And if you don't know who Naruto is, go watch that anime. You need to watch it. I love it so. No, I'm not gonna force you, but I don't know, maybe you might relate a lot, and maybe if you've at least heard about Naruto, you know how people claim that it literally changed their lives, it taught them so much. So I feel like maybe there might be something for you in there that will help you make this life easier for yourself. I feel like you have a very strong nose, you have a really strong off sense of smell. Like, you can see if a person has a good vibe or not just by smelling them. So your olfactory senses are like awesome. Some of you might also be suffering from autism, maybe, or maybe someone you really deeply care about might be suffering from autism. That's a very specific message I got. And maybe you're the oldest sibling in the family. You don't have to be, uh, literally, but maybe you had to become the oldest sibling, even if you're not literally. Or if it's not a sibling, it's some kind of older figure who has to step up, who has to take charge, who has to take the responsibility and look after someone. That could be for some of you. It doesn't have to be for all. Yeah, I guess that's it for the energy check. The main keywords that I have is that you are someone who's been working your ass off, and universe is like, I feel like this might make you mad, but I know that nothing is for a coincidence. Everything is for a reason, so I'm just gonna say it anyways. Universe is like, thank you for your service. Maybe some of you could be in service kind of profession, so maybe that message is for them particularly, but I'm hearing like, thank you for your service, and here's your reward. Here are the blessings. And it's not that we were testing you, or it's not that you had to work this way to earn. Okay, but this that actually could be for some of you, that you have this belief that in order to receive something you have to work hard, or you can only get something in life through the way of earning it. So maybe you grew up with a set of parents who instilled that belief in you, or if not parents, but maybe significant figures influenced you to have this belief that you can only get something by the way of earning it. Which we're going to break it for you. By we, I mean me and my spirit guides. That is not true. Objectively speaking, it's a belief that's very limiting. And it might be something that you have lived with your entire life, but I feel at this point it's now time to release and let go of it. But you can only do that once you are aware of it. So become aware of it, recognize your belief patterns. Okay, this is a huge topic, the whole thing about belief systems and the thoughts that we think and the energy all of that carries. So maybe I'll make a separate video on this altogether in the future. But you can definitely check out other people's videos on the same regarding what the hell are belief systems. and why it might not be serving us for our highest good. Check out Teal's Fan. She is one of the most amazing spiritual teachers I've come across in recent years. Okay, let's move on. Okay, if this is your group, let's begin. And if this was not your energy, go check out another group. I already kept all of my card decks ready, so I'm just gonna shuffle them. Okay. I promise you I'm not a bad shuffler, but the energy is just, it's like, I'm done with it. I'm done with this. You know, I already did this. Done and dusted with. That's the energy I felt. So my cards also just went like, blah. Okay, let's see. What is it that they have surrendered? Or what is it that they're working on surrendering? I feel some of you might be really inclined to specific kinds of music. Or maybe you love to sing. Maybe you just love music in general. You really connect with melodies, like not even just like songs or lyrics, but just compositions. Like certain sounds or certain music just drives you a certain way. This deck is a little hard. Like literally hard. So I'm gonna shuffle it a different way. What is group 1 surrendering, or what have they surrendered? Feel like this one. Okay, we got 2. Cool, let's see. We have Naked Before the Stars, number 18, which adds to 9. We have Dharana. Yeah, I think it's Dharna. If this was in Hindi, I would have been able to pronounce it, okay? But it's Dharna. In English, it's like Dharana, but no, it's Dharna, I think. It's like Dhara, like the flow of water. And we have Tejas. Oh, they kind of have similar feeling, a similar feel to them. You've surrendered your vulnerability. I feel this is what you've surrendered. This is what you're in the process of surrendering. You have already surrendered your vulnerability. So maybe you're someone who used to be on the edge around others a lot, and maybe used to care about how others thought of you, or how they treated you, or how they responded to you, and maybe used to care about it before, but now it's like, what the hell? Like I'm just gonna be me, and if they like it, cool. If they don't like it, never mind. Actually, for some of you, maybe you're still in the process of letting this go, because I don't know, looking at her, I feel like, do you see how lost or like zoned out she looks? Because of that, I feel like some of you might still be in the process of surrendering, but from time to time you keep zoning out, like, yeah, I'm trying to be vulnerable, I'm trying to allow myself to feel my feelings, but I'm zoning out. It's like I'm having a literal out-of-body experience in my awake state. That's the feeling I'm feeling. Anyways, vulnerability is the key word here. I'm hearing you've surrendered parts of you that maybe brought you shame or guilt, but I'm also hearing that might not have been the right way of surrendering, because it's like you think you've surrendered them, but maybe you've just pushed these aspects of you out of your conscious mind, but they still exist in the subconscious, because a part of you is still part of like the collective consciousness within you. So you can't really get rid of it, but what you can do if you really want to surrender it is to integrate them with your being by acknowledging their existence and interacting with them, because they're like your inner child basically, who went through a lot of stuff that put a label of shame or guilt on them, and hence you had to push them away so that you don't face the negative consequences in your life. But it's not objectively negative, it's more like the kind of environment you grew up in, that it was not acceptable, hence it was labeled as something that was negative. I'm also hearing obsession. Maybe you used to be obsessed with your looks and now you're choosing to surrendering them, or you might have already surrendered it. You might have really nice thick hair. I don't know, that just came through. I want to look at them together like a story, but I don't know, I just feel drawn to like card by card, so I'm gonna go like that. A much more positive way of addressing these aspects would be to treat them like your inner child, interacting with them, acknowledging their presence, accepting them, asking them what are their needs and wants, why do they exist, how can you help them release the shame and guilt that they are carrying, and take actions pertaining to that in your real life or in your mind space. And with that, you will be able to integrate these aspects back into your being and quote unquote feel the feeling of wholeness by doing so. I feel like you have become very vocal or very expressive. You have been able to surrender the belief regarding that you're not allowed to take space, or you're not allowed to be yourself, or that you have to be a certain way. But now you've become more vocal, more expressive, and more active in taking up your space and embracing it, embracing that you are also a child of universe and you deserve to take space. I feel like you used to be really practical, highly logical and practical about stuff, but now you've learned to surrender that by embodying your intuitive self, your emotional self, and allowing yourself to go with the flow of life, the dhara of life. This could also be like borders, boundaries. I'm hitting boundaries. Okay, so maybe you've learned to set better boundaries. Maybe you've recently learned that boundaries is not something that's like a electrical fence that you're not allowed here. No, boundaries, creating healthy boundaries, it looks like expanding your aura, and it's your aura communicating that, and you also obviously communicating that these are my preferences, this is what I vibe with, that is what you vibe with, that's your boundary, this is my boundary. But it's like you've recently got to know about yourself better. You've realized your preferences much better. You've realized what is your vibe. I'm also seeing like aesthetically, maybe you've, explored kind of that this is what's your vibe and this is what you like. It kind of contradicts surrendering and what I'm learning, but but maybe the surrendering was that I'm not gonna be who you want me to be. I'm not gonna put myself down. I'm not going to fit into the mold that you wanted me to fit in, but instead I'm going to keep exploring till I find something that is actually me. That's the feeling that I'm getting. If you've been working towards this, something you've been working towards surrendering this and coming into this embodiment, this particular frequency, spending time near water bodies would be a good thing. That'll really help you to get into a flow state like immediately. And if you don't have any water bodies around you, you can practice this with like a bowl of water. Cup it with both of your hands and channel divine healing energies into the water. With that water in front of you, you can just sit and meditate. Maybe even hold the water in your hand or meditate with the water. I don't know. Like, try and experiment. What you need to see what works for you. And it is a journey to see what works for you. So let's move on to see the blessings that are entering your life at this moment. Blessings entering for group 1 at this time. What blessings are entering for group 1? Okay. We have offering. I am peaceful. Let me, divine beloved, offer all desires to you, knowing the right outcomes are already selected. Grant me true surrender and peace. Let me be only a vehicle for your will in every way. Okay, we will come to what I'm feeling for this card. But do you see the 3 keywords that caught my attention were desires, right outcomes, and surrender. Okay. Blessings entering group 1's life right now. This wanted to come out, but then this came out, so I'm gonna take this. Blessings are coming for group 1. Again, I get that feeling of delayed blessings, because it's like, oh, we got music. I'm not gonna take that, but I'll just show it to you. It says, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So that might be significant for those of you who might not be into music, but maybe you need to listen to more music. Okay. Again, I was being taken back to that belief system that in order to earn something in life, I need to do something like, okay, yeah, energy transaction is a real thing. But having a limiting belief like, only if I put in so much effort do I deserve to earn this thing or this particular feeling or this particular situation or whatever it is that you want, your desire. That only if I put in this much effort can I get that something. You are getting these blessings for sure, okay? But releasing this particular belief is gonna help you to make life more easier, more smoother. Okay, let's see. What blessings are entering group 1's life? Anything else? I think this wants to come. I was gonna take just like one card for each, but I felt like taking 2. We have every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. Healing. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Balance and energy. Interesting. Okay. I feel nervous for some reason. I'm hearing there's something that you've been wanting to do, but maybe you were nervous, maybe you were not confident in yourself. But now I feel like it's time for you to go and do that something, whatever that something is. Maybe, because we have offering and healing, I feel like maybe you wanted to do some charity work, or you wanted to help someone, or a group of people, or a community, and you probably did not have the resources, or didn't know how to reach out to people, or didn't have the right networks to do that. I feel one of the blessings is that that's coming in for you through some event maybe. So whatever event that pops up in your reality that involves gathering of people, go and attend it, please. There's no other way of saying it. I'm going to give it to you straightforward. You need to step out of your homebodiness, get out, attend that something, that's some event, gathering, whatever it is, and you will find like-minded people who are perhaps also looking for something similar and would like to contribute to society in some way. Now that's just like for some of you, not all of you, don't worry. We've got more here. I feel like major part of the blessings that you're getting is connected to a shift in your vibrational frequency. Because here we've been dealing with a lot of emotional or psychological beliefs that need to be worked on, or that you have already started working on, or have already worked on. And so the shift and transformation that's coming is this. But I'm also going back to like the hard work that you put in. Maybe this was psychological or emotional hard work that you worked on yourself, your being. If that's the case, then these blessings are apt. Like, I'll be honest, the blessings that I feel, if it's something that you were looking for materialistically, there's not a lot going on in that aspect. But remember, these are blessings, not manifestations. If you were manifesting for something material related, I feel that will become much more easier for you to manifest through these blessings that you're getting, because this will help you to shift your energetic frequency. And when you have that shift, that transformation in your vibrational frequency, in your aura, so within, so without, right? the frequency your soul is carrying at the moment is what you're going to attract in your life as well. The law of attraction / mirroring. So feels to me like if having this shift in perception, I'm gonna get into this, what this is, but having that shift in perception, that shift in your vibrational frequency is what's gonna allow you to manifest the materialistic things that you were looking for, that you were manifesting, your desires. And I felt this was important to point out because I felt like you jumped onto this reading with the hopes of the blessings that I'm getting are the ones that I manifested. But universe is giving you what you need right now. And within that, what you need right now is also the frequency of what you are manifesting. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Everything is interconnected. So don't side quest these messages. I'm getting side quest. If you're into gaming, then you'll definitely know. If you're not, then no. Okay, one of the blessings that you're getting is a peaceful offering. Someone is making an offer to you. Could be connected to a relationship in your life. I feel that very, very strongly. Could be a romantic partnership, a peaceful offering from them, maybe someone from your past, but doesn't have to be. I don't think it's someone from your past, to be honest. I feel it's more current energy, like presently currently present in your life. Or if it's not a romantic partnership or a person in your life, just someone that you're deeply connected to on an emotional level. I'm also hearing maybe someone is reciprocating your feelings. Maybe you reached out to them, maybe you did not, maybe you were afraid. But I feel like they accepted your flower. They accepted your feelings, and they'll be coming back with an offer of their own. Offer sounds a little off here, but you get what I mean, right? Because it says offering, so I said offer. But basically I feel like someone is reciprocating their feelings. Could also be because it's peaceful related. It could also be that someone is either forgiving you for something you did or either asking for forgiveness for something they did. I feel like this is probably someone around whom you just forget about the world. You forget about everything. Like this person is a source of comfort for you. Like just being with them or having them around you, their presence really calms you down. And remember we talked about that feeling of suffocation? That's just like gone. It's like completely gone. It's like I can just sleep off. That's the energy. Like I feel so comfortable. I feel that's how you feel around this person. You feel so comfortable. You can just be like, oh, I just want to be in your arms and sleep off. It also has slightly motherly feel, so maybe for some of you this could be a family member for sure. So yeah, take it how it resonates. Could be a loved one, could be any loved one in your life. I'm hearing reprimand, like some reprimands are being made, some sort of repairing that's happening. So okay, I mean that's sort of the crux of this card, that there's some sort of repair happening in a connection. Maybe you're someone who likes to proceed with life, any aspect of your life, even something as small as doing your laundry, to do things a little too organized. Like I'm gonna go one step at a time. I'm gonna do this and then this and then this. Maybe you're someone who loves keeping a to-do list, or at least in the back of your mind. And I don't know why that is coming. That should have been in the energy check part. But let's focus on the blessings. Okay. Every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. So this takes me back to Tejas and Dharana. I'm just gonna call it Dhara, whatever. I feel like if you've been communicating with your body recently, on whatever level, internally, spiritually, maybe in your dream, maybe in your sleep, maybe through meditation, or maybe you're doing some sort of healing technique, like EFT tapping or somatic healing or whatever it is that you're doing, that you have been doing. Or if you're not doing, this is your sign, go do it, because this is the blessing that's coming. Anyways, whatever it is that you've been doing, it is working, it's effective. A bit too much, because your body has been responding. Oh, that's funny, I'm talking in present tense. Maybe this blessing has already entered your life, so this is like a sign that these blessings are coming. You don't need to think that, oh, I need to do something to deserve them. No, you are worthy of everything in life that you desire. You deserve all the good things in life. Okay? So, yeah, I can see that you disagree. My throat is acting up. But no, I will fight you on this. You deserve all the good things in life, my friend. And if this is actually happening right now, this is a huge sign for you that, yeah, your body has been in optimum shape or level or energy wise. Or even if none of that feels literally true in your 3D reality, know that you're like you can't x-ray yourself and see if your body is digesting well, right? You can only see it, you can only feel it in a week or so that, oh, my TMI, but like my poop has been doing well, or I feel like I'm digesting food better. It takes a little bit of time, but you do see those shifts, right? Whenever you change your diet or something. I'm just using this as an example because it's more 3D related, so you'll be able to see it or relate to it much better. Even if it's like some aching chronic pain that you used to have, I feel all of that is being released with these blessings. With this surrendering, especially. This conscious communication that you are having with your body is bringing really good changes, really good transformation inside of you. And what's changing inside of you is also bringing a change outside of you. So, if health is something that you've been struggling with, then better health is also on the horizon. And then this healing, balance, energy, I feel these three kind of go together. Actually, all of them go together as well. But I feel like the healing that you're getting is in your mind, your thought patterns, your belief systems. Congrats! Something is going to happen that's going to bring about this healing. Now, warning in advance, this could be a shadow healing journey, okay? That means certain situations that may feel completely contradictory to what blessings you were talking about. My life has turned upside down. But it's in contrasting situations that soul growth takes place. This healing, this balance, this energy shift, this transformation is coming as a blessing. I forgot why I said this because earlier I was talking about thoughts and beliefs. Your overriding thoughts and over analysis and whatever you've gone up, whatever you've been dealing with up here in your head, all of that is going to get major healing. I'm hearing healing of your central nervous system, being more grounded in your reality, being more grounded in creating your reality. Well, that's a beautiful sign because I feel you could be someone who has very recently stepped into the whole spirituality aspect of life, where you're getting to know yourself, how the universal laws function, what is energy, what are vibration frequencies, what is what, and what the hell does creating your reality mean. And don't worry, the universe is going to provide you with all the resources you need at this moment. Universe might be putting you into specific situations or getting you to meet specific people who might help you to learn about all of this energy healing stuff and find that balance. Let's look with tarot for more clarifiers, because I feel like we might need more clarifiers for this. So what blessings is group 1 receiving at this moment? Oh, okay. You have the Magician and Queen of Pentacles. Hey, the Magician goes back to creating the life that you want. I'm hearing bringing your visions to life. By vision, I mean like literally, maybe you have a vision board that's coming to life, or maybe parts of it is coming to life. Could actually be connected to your abundances as well, since we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the chaotic energy with your group, group 1. It's cute. It's very cute. A little frustrating maybe, but it's cute. You need to sit back and relax. I feel like you might have already been in this Queen of Pentacles energy, but because of the chaos that I just felt, I feel like you might be going back and forth. Like maybe at times you've completely surrendered and you're completely trusting of the universe. And then the next day, or maybe, like after some time, you're just like completely distorted, like, when is this happening? When is this gonna happen? How much more do I have to wait? It's like a complete 180 shift. Your mood swings are wreaking havoc. But this is like a huge sign for you. I'm getting that. Don't worry. Like your guide said, that your manifestations are intertwined with the blessings that you're receiving at this moment of whenever you're watching this. We are these blessings. Yeah, it's gonna get easier to manifest your desires. And see, we were talking about like the more materialistic desires. I'm using materialistic not as a negative connotation, just want to make that clear, just to make it more easier to understand that the desires that you are manifesting are more 3D in nature, more to do with physical reality. Okay, so the more 3D or materialistic desires that you are manifesting, it's gonna become more easier to get them in your life when you embody these blessings that are entering your life at this moment. Like, look at that Queen of Pentacles. She could care less about whether this is there or not, because it's in her being, it's in her knowing that she has that it's always with her. It's like her sidekick. It's like that pentacles represent material wealth, if you did not already know. And she's the queen, so like, you get what I mean? Look at how just carefree, totally connected with her being, and satiated she is. Like, no worries at all. And that's the vibrational frequency that's gonna allow you to manifest whatever it is that you're desiring. And to get to the frequency of Queen of Pentacles, you need to make good use of these blessings that are coming in. Energetic influence, energetic balance in your emotions, in your psychological well-being, releasing old beliefs. Maybe one of the ways you're receiving these blessings is through a visual meditation, like visualization meditation. So if that's something that you already have been doing, keep doing it, because maybe that's where you'll encounter these blessings. Or if you haven't tried it, maybe go ahead and try, because this might be the place. The place. That might be the medium through which you might receive these blessings. Or if not, then that might be something that might align you with these blessings in one way or another. The blessings are on a more 5D level, on a more spiritual level, more psychological, emotional healing level. But it is through that you allow your vibrational frequency to be entrained so beautifully that you become the master manifester, the magician. And your blessings come in pouring like they've already always been there with you, like this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we're gonna ask for some advice or any extra messages from your guides that you need to hear related to your blessings. Let's see. We have Anchor. Keep yourself grounded. Did we not talk about grounding? Tell me. Keep on the lookout for signs and synchronicities, which might look like repeating numbers or specific pairs of numbers, or maybe a particular object that you keep seeing in your reality again and again. I'm getting ladybugs. Maybe a miraculous ladybug you might encounter. Reference to the show, by the way. Miraculous ladybug. I don't know if you've seen. I love it. Okay, you do need some water healing around you. We also have communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. And stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. We already had a lot of messages pertaining to communication, be it communicating with your body or communicating with yourself, or even communicating with others. Gatherings, events that we talked about, right? Till now, because you've been surrounded with people with whom you could not be yourself, like completely yourself, to have things the other way around, to actually find people that you can be around, be 100% yourself, you do need to put yourself in situations, gatherings where you can meet those kinds of people, right? It's like a trial and error thing. Keep trying. That's what I'm hearing. You will find your soul tribe, and it's not very far. You don't have to look very far, I'm kidding. Some of you at least. For some of you, it's your home place where you have these people, your hometown. And you might be in rejection of that idea, but don't reject something without even considering it, without even maybe trying, you know? You never know. That might have been the star that you've been looking for all along, or that you've been wanting in your life all along. But yeah. Communicate. Talking your heart out also goes with the being vulnerable thing. Because this has come, I feel, whatever messages came when I was talking about these cards, the surrendering part. Maybe you haven't completely surrendered the being vulnerable aspect. Maybe you are still in the process of surrendering. And that's also completely fine. That's beautiful. That means you're already trying, right? And even if you haven't, you are here listening to these messages from your spirit guides and maybe ready to bring in a change. But even if not, just go at your own pace. You already push yourself a lot, so go at your own pace, but don't procrastinate. Don't let your anxiety get the better of you. Again, we have stillness, which I think you are already practicing, but I feel this might be more connected to taking decisions, because it says, in calm waters, everything becomes clear. So, whenever you receive these blessings, if there's any decision that you need to make, take some time to think over things. I'm getting 3, so maybe take 3 days, or if it's an urgent decision that needs to be made, maybe give it at least 3 hours. Or if you have the liberty, the luxury, give it 3 weeks. And take your time to have as much clarity as you can get on what decision you need to make. I like that it came over balance. I find it kind of funny. Like, you can have stillness without balance and have balance without stillness. Even though life feels shaky, your mind can still focus and still find clarity. Okay, so I'm getting if you've been wanting to go into hibernation mode, or wanting solidarity, or just being in solitude so that you can have an inner reflection. You don't need to do that to come to a place of awareness and reflection or introspection or retrospection. You can do that without going into hibernation mode, without hiding away in a cave. And if it feels challenging, maybe it is one of the life challenges that you need to go through in this life. And to be honest, it doesn't feel something that's super major. I feel you can do it very easily if you just put your mind to it. Anything is possible, I feel, for you, group number 1. Okay, that's all I have for you. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if the reading resonated for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. Okay, I'll see you later for more vulnerable readings. Peace out. Hello, group number 2. Okay, so if you chose the Pyrite, I feel like your energy is very stable, secure. Like, you know who you are, you know your worth. You are very beautifully grounded in your being. I like your energy. It's like you're very patient. I'm also hearing humble. The energy is just very stable. It's weighty. That is not a word, but it just feels very nice and grounded, is what I'm getting with the Pyrite. And we have the hummingbird representing your energy. Interesting, considering this is connected to air sign, not earth. But your energy is very earthy, but with the hummingbird I feel it's also very, because of all the colors, I feel like you have a really good chakra balance. Maybe some of your Reiki healers, maybe some of you have been receiving Reiki healing from someone. But I feel like some of y'all might also be very intuitive. I keep hearing divinely connected, divinely connected. So either you yourself might be a psychic or just someone who practices, if not mediumship, then at least I'm hearing prayers, or maybe you pray a lot, because I do see you very divinely connected to the higher beings, light beings. I'm hearing light workers. Many of you could be light workers, or you're surrounded by light workers around you and hence influenced by them, even if you might not be in that line of profession. Wow. So maybe the people around you might be into profession related to the qualities or abilities that light workers possess. And while you yourself might not consider yourself to be a light worker, but because you're surrounded by these magnificent beings around you, it has influenced you to also be divinely connected to yourself, to your higher self, and to light beings in general. Interesting. I kind of like the polarity between when I said your energy feels weighty and grounded with the Pyrite, but with the hummingbird it's like super light, super airy. That's a interesting polarity over there, or duality, I don't know. Some of you might have gotten a colored tattoo recently. That's very specific for some of you. Or maybe you might be thinking of getting one. I feel you're someone who's very talkative and also very open minded, very comfortable. Like, whatever comes to your mind, you just let it out. You just speak it. You own the space. You own your space, and you don't think a lot. You don't contemplate or overthink things, which is kind of nice considering this is the air sign card. Who might, people with air signs do kind of struggle with staying grounded and stuff. But with you, I feel like I don't see you struggling with groundedness. Maybe part of you might disagree. Maybe you might feel like, no, there are times where, I'm overthinking things or taking a lot of stress. But if that's the case, I also feel you're very resilient. With the hummingbird's tiny wings, I feel like, you always jump back up. You're quick, you're sporty. Some of you could literally be sporty or athlete, athletic in nature or in physically in body. I'm hearing cold. Maybe you have a cold. Maybe you just feel more cold than the people around you. Or maybe you live in a region that's cold in weather or climate or nature, whatever. I'm also hearing Earth Angel. You might be really connected to nature, forests specifically. Maybe you live near a forest. Wow, who are these people in group 2? No, seriously, I mean, it's like I'm getting you live in a paradise or something, like the nature around you. And if you haven't explored the area that you live in, interesting. I'm also hearing recently moved into. Maybe you recently shifted. Maybe you were traveling or you are traveling. But the locality or the region where you're living in, it's like a paradise. The nature energy is very prominent. I keep hearing that fairies are singing. Listen, start listening to their song. And we have the hummingbird. I mean, I don't know if she literally sings, but it's the hummingbird, so... Anyways, some of you could actually be singers, or you might be into singing. Some of you, I'm hearing, might be working on making new music. Maybe you're planning to release your own album or something. Or maybe you are a songwriter by profession, but you don't have to be. It's not restricted to that. So just take the messages as they come and go, whatever resonates. But if I were to pick a few keywords for the crux of the energy of this particular group, so that you know that this is your group, more than what you've been going through in life, I'm getting more of the energy of your persona. Maybe there's something you have been wanting to talk about. Maybe something you want to say to someone, but you haven't been able to find the right time or the right space to be able to say it. That could also be significant for some of you. But yeah, coming back to the crux, the few keywords I would pick for this group, it's more connected to persona related energies. Also, maybe this particular phase of life, this is how you have been recently, or it could be something that you have been with for the rest, since the beginning of your life here, which is the grounded, earthy, but also airy energy, where I feel like you are a very light-hearted, chill soul. Like, you don't take too much stress. Like, it's fine, I'll figure it out. It's okay, it happens. Or, yeah, don't worry, I got it. You have this kind of energy. So yeah, if this feels like you, welcome on board. Let's get cooking to see your blessings that are coming in. So if you missed the intro, we did the reading breakdown over there. So yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not going to repeat that. So if you want to know the reading breakdown, you can go back to the intro and check it out. But if you've already done that, then here we are. Let's begin. What is something that group 2 has already surrendered, or that they're on the path of surrendering? Okay. We have 14. Hiding your true self. Interesting. Could be connected to that's something we were talking about, something you want to say to someone, or you've been meaning to reach out to someone but have been hiding away. At the back of the deck, I have 17, forgetting oneself. Maybe you have been living on the terms and conditions of other people around you, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or subconsciously. But that's the feeling that I'm getting. You have been living in kind of autopilot mode where forgetting oneself without realizing you would give into the energies of other people. What I mean by that is it feels like you know how empaths sometimes function. Actually, most of the times, if you are not, if you haven't worked on managing your energy better, then it's like you can soak up all the energies around you and kind of embody the energy, the group of energy that's around you. And it's interesting that that's the example I used, because with the hummingbird, we were also talking about the kind of people that you're surrounded by. But here, the energy was like super positive, if I'm being honest, which I am. But maybe because you naturally grew around these people, that you naturally felt inclined to going with the flow of it, like, oh yeah, this feels like the right thing. Sure, I'll also do it. But maybe you never found your own voice in that process, that, okay, maybe, but is it something that I personally believe in, or that personally is something that I would like to do? And those questionings led you to become aware of the fact that you might have been giving in to becoming a certain way because that's what felt the most natural, because that's what has influenced you ever since you were surrounded by these people. Like, I'm getting the feeling of growing up around these people, so it's like from childhood or something. But now you're coming to terms with realizing that that might not be my energy at all. I still need to explore a lot. You might have been attracted to group number 1. You can choose if you would like to watch the group or not. The energy over there is different. You have a different kind of group, but this particular message about exploring yourself, wanting to be yourself, and exploring your preferences, getting to know your aesthetics, a few of those messages are there in group 1 connected to this. So if you felt a call to watch group number 1, you can see if you would like to. Although I kind of gave you the message that came in that group, so you don't need to sit through another hour. But yeah, hiding your true self. This is something that you have been surrendering, that you have been trying to overcome. The colors are very prominent in your group. I feel like some of you all might be into fashion, or might be really connected to aesthetics, how you present yourself, or how your internal being is connected to your external expression. Like, you express yourself externally through your aesthetics, through the way you dress, or through the way you do your makeup, maybe, or maybe through social media. I don't know, take it how it resonates. For example, maybe you like wearing mismatched socks, and that shows a part of your personality, right? Like, I see some people doing that. So that's just an example. That might not be something that you do, but I feel like you're introducing parts of you, or this surrendering part that you're going through of, of hiding. That I'm done hiding. I'm done taking myself for granted. I want to be seen as who I am, who I believe I can be. I feel this is like a very tiny internal rebellion sort of feeling, that I'm learning how to express myself, my personality, through my clothing, through my fashion, or whatever it is aesthetically that you are doing. Maybe you could be an artist, maybe you paint, or I think we also got something about some people being singers, right? Maybe you express through the aesthetics of your lyrics, your song, your music, your melody. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, these do flip, but I'm gonna take this one. Okay, we have Ojas. This is like pure bliss, serenity, complete surrendering. Maybe you could also be a nature explorer. We did talk about something related to nature here, right? You could be into wildlife exploration, or again, if not, maybe this is something you need to try it out. But if it's coming as something that you have surrendered, or something you might be in the process of surrendering, yeah, could be that you have already started to dive into this whole nature exploration thing. I feel like you have a really cute white witchy side to you. Interesting, I use the word cute. I don't know why. Maybe you're someone who, I'm considering whether to say this or not because I don't want to offend anyone. But your energy is very cute. You might be short in height or something. Or you might have tiny hands or something. I don't know. But I'm getting cute vibes here. But I'm more fascinated with why cute witch? Anyways, we're talking nature energy here, like someone who works with nature energy. The energy that I'm getting right now is most probably connected to your past lives. These are cards, the Yogic Path Oracle, which is channel messages from the Akashic records. So this could definitely be some past life energy where maybe you're recently coming into working with the Akashic records, and through that finding yourself and surrendering what you thought you were, but now you're coming into a state of becoming your truest highest self. Nature energy is very prominent for you, that's for sure. So this letting go of hiding your true self, if you're in the process of doing it, call upon nature spirits who serve the light to come in and help you with that. Okay, let's look at the blessings. Confidence. That goes so beautifully with this. You're surrendering, and the blessings that you're getting is like hand in hand. It's like two sides of the same coin. Abundance and the color green. This could be abundance in general, or something specific that you have been manifesting that's finally coming to fruition. Interesting. Obviously, material wealth could also be significant with the abundance card, but I'm also getting like I'm hearing someone is going to gift you flowers. That might be significant for some of you. I'm hearing some of you might be in your birthday season, so happy birthday if that's there. I feel like this is gonna come very unexpectedly, but when it comes, you will know it that it's for you. Let's leave the hows and whens as a surprise element from the universe's side. I don't like to ruin the surprise that universe plans for all of us. Manifestation. What did we talk about? Your blessings and your manifestations are hand in hand. What are you manifesting so dearly? The energy I feel right now is like so pure and innocent. Hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. Might be significant for some of you. But going back to this manifestation, the energy I felt was like so pure, so delightful, so innocent. I forgot to read it out. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Okay, I feel like if you're someone who like to manifest with the moon cycles, congratulations. I I'm not able to word it how to say it. Like, we say so mote it be. For you, it has so mote it be has it's here. It's here. Like how we say and so it is after manifesting something. That so it is already here. It's like that. like it has already entered your life. This is a very peaceful, nice energy. Like what you might be specifically manifesting connected to any and all kinds of abundances in your life. Could be material wealth, could be emotional, healing related stuff, or just having a good, abundant life in general. I'm hearing traveling. Maybe you've been manifesting wanting to travel, wear your smile confidently, and also obviously connected to this. Just embodying with the abundance, confidence, and manifestation. I also see your own business. Maybe you've been manifesting for your business to boom, or you've been manifesting to become an entrepreneurship and to finally have your own I don't know, Etsy shop or something business related, because I don't know, that's something I feel very strongly. If that's something that's there, let me know in the comments, like what business do you do? I'm kind of interested. What do you sell? That sounds creepy, but never mind. Okay, your group has very fast moving energy. Like even though I'm shuffling and taking out the cards one by one and pausing and going with them, the energy is very fast paced. It's fast moving. Like you are very successfully manifesting whatever this is. Like everything is coming into proper alignment, is what I feel, without even you doing much. Because this is something that's meant to happen in your life, and it's coming. It's here already. I am willing to see my sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. Look at the colors, how they're so in sync with each other. The greens, the yellows. And we also spoke about how colors are very prominent in your group. The awareness to oneness takes me back to things aligning. It's like as I was shuffling, the message was already coming that the card wanted to say, that your guides wanted to say, that everything is coming into proper alignment. The visual I'm getting is like one straight line, and like initially they were like different separate lines, separate dots, but now they're coming together and coming into one single line, and all the dots are aligning. I don't know if you're getting the visual I'm trying to tell. But basically it's like everything falling into place and one single line, and it's just happening very beautifully, very, very smoothly. Everything is coming into place. We're gonna see what is it that you're manifesting, so that you know for sure this is what it is. We're gonna pull tarot for that. I almost had the intention of saying, what is it that group 2 is manifesting? Instead of saying the blessings that they're receiving. You are manifesting your blessings. Some of y'all might also be manifesting a friend circle, your own soul tribe, who kind of match your truest aspects, because you've been surrounded by a different group of people that you grew up with. They're nice, they're cute and everything, but now it's like, because I'm finding myself, I also want to find my kind of people. I feel like that's also something that you're manifesting. Again, see that you're manifesting, even though I wanted to say that you're receiving as a blessing, but you are manifesting your beliefs. Go crazy. Okay, we have discernment and protection. That came out very quickly as well. Discernment, trusting your plan. Grant me discernment and detachment when they're needed most. May I honor my feelings deeply, then fully let go, trusting your plan. Protection. I am safe. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who is protected from all negative energy and predictions. Fill me with your dazzling and radiant light. Make me a vessel for your love. I now release all fears I've absorbed from others. Need I say anything more? I'm gonna read that again. I now release all fears I have absorbed from others. Now, I want you to pay attention to absorbed from others. Whatever it is that you absorbed. Because this circle was good that you grew up with, or that you are surrounded with at the moment, and you want to come out of that because it doesn't feel completely you, but you absorbed like an empath. You just gelled into it and thought that this was your own thing going on. But now you've realized, no, it's not, that I need to discover more about myself. So, yeah, congrats, you have successfully manifested your blessings. The way her aura is protected, because it's so strong, it's so prominent, that's like I don't know. Also, see flowers. Someone is giving you flowers, or maybe you are giving yourself flowers. Maybe you gift yourself flowers every day or every week as a way to show yourself the love and the care that you have for yourself. And with the discernment, trusting your plan feels very significant. Whatever it is, again, I was about to say, whatever it is that you're manifesting, the blessings that you're getting as you manifested them, trusting your plan, like you are definitely have solid trust and faith in the divine plans that are built for you, I feel. Okay, let's just get clarifiers. I need a clarifier for this one. That's a lot of cards. We're obviously not taking all of them. I'm gonna take this one that fell off distantly. What blessings are entering group 2's life at this moment? 8 of Wands. What did we talk about? Alignment. Everything coming into place. I'm also seeing domino effect, like one thing is affecting other, or every aspect of your life. And we have 4 of Cups in reverse. I don't keep any of my cards in reverse, like when I shuffle and everything. So if something comes in reverse, it honestly wanted to come in reverse. That's how I know. So, do you see the energy here? This was the old energy where you just took and embodied whatever it was that was handed over to you on a platter. But now it's like, yeah, no, we're reversing that. I don't think that's me, so thank you, I'm grateful and everything, but I have decided to venture on my own little journey. Hummingbird, my own little journey. That's kind of significant, I feel. You are venturing into your own little journey. We also spoke about travel, right? Some of you traveling. Even if you're not, then this is your sign. Maybe you are going to travel. Honestly, I don't have any extra messages to splurge you guys with, because it's like the crux of the entire reading has been given to you. With surrendering, with the blessings entering your life, even with tarot clarifying things. The only one I'm curious about is this one. I'm still not getting what is this. Maybe the blessing is around detachment, then is about completely falling into trust, into the vibrational frequency of having undivided trust in the universe that, oh cool, my manifestations are here already. The energy here feels so easy, so chill, like why are you even watching this reading? You don't need this reading. It's like that level of chill. Like, you already got it. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Keep doing it. What is it that you're manifesting? I mean, we already know this, but okay, again, a lot of cards, but I feel the world flips. I'm gonna take that. The devil and the Hierophant. That's so intriguing. With the world, maybe, yeah, definitely you guys, some of you are into traveling and stuff. 3, 6, 5, the numbers. 21 reduces to 3, 15 reduces to 6. 365, 365 days. Maybe this is something that you have been working towards for an entire year. or the blessings that you're getting, you're going to be receiving them for an entire year. Maybe you're traveling for an entire year. Are you going on a world tour, group 2? Yeah, it's definitely connected to freedom, being able to set yourself free from what felt like this was the end all be all, but realizing that no, I want to find my end all be all on my own. You're like on this soul path journey where you're doing a lot of soul searching, and you really want to get to know who you are. That's like so prominent for this group. And you will successfully reach there. We have the Hierophant. You will successfully reach there. You don't have to worry about any of that. Look at these two. They have literally the same smile on their faces. I don't know if you can see, but they literally have the same expression on their faces. Okay, let's look for some. Let's see if Spirit has any advice. We got empathy. There's more beneath the surface. So you don't have to completely negate your empathetic nature if you truly are an empath. I'm not, by truly, I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying that if you do consider yourself to be an empath, then that message is especially for you. And even if you don't, maybe you are, but you just don't realize it yet. But there's more beneath the surface. I'm hearing two things. One, that being an empath is a very strong thing. If you can learn how to activate it, you can bring about a great shift in this world. And for those of you who have negated your empathetic ability because you know it makes you absorb everything around you, it's not that it's making you absorb everything around you, all sorts of energies, but you need to train if you're an empath, you need to train yourself how to not absorb other people's energies, and how to be selective with where you're drawing your energy from, or where you're giving your energy, or how you're setting boundaries. And there's a whole lot of stuff going on over there. So you might want to do a little bit more research on empathetic abilities and stuff. Next we have listen that came. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells. I'm getting some of you need to listen to your body. Your body carries a lot of information. You also need to listen to your emotions. Your emotions carry a lot of information. And when it comes to these blessings, to be able to realize them and to see the signs and synchronicities more apparently, you need to start from within. You need to start looking for these signs within yourself first. Listening to yourself, listening to your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body. You can explore those areas through meditation, through just sitting in stillness, in silence. It could come through any way. Maybe a friend speaking to you, or maybe you heard something, some motivational speech on social media. I don't know. But just be open and aware to everything around you. And then be selective in what resonates with you, and so you would like more of that. I'm also hearing express gratitude. That will boost your manifestations even more. And we have communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. I feel like some of you might have been struggling in coming out of the circle, the hummingbird circle, because maybe you care too deeply for your circle, but to be able to grow out of it, you will have to communicate. If you've been stressing about, okay, how do I navigate this? How do I come out of it without hurting them? Just talk to them. Communicate goes both ways, speaking and listening. And if these people truly care about you, care for you, they will listen to you wholeheartedly. We have listeners, well, right? So don't worry too much. You are already talkative, right? We spoke about how you don't think twice, you just speak your mind. But remember, there was another message, something you want to say to someone but you haven't been able to. For that specifically, communicate. It's okay. Don't think too much, just be yourself. Talk it out. Consequences, it's good that you are careful about the consequences that things might have, that your words might have, but not communicating your feelings is even worse for both you and the person that you're wanting to communicate with. So don't worry, don't stress too much on it, and keep it gentle, keep it I'm hearing comforting and balanced. But you will be able to communicate. I have faith in you. Spirit has faith in you. Okay, so this was your reading, group 2. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if any or all part of it resonated. You can give me a like and subscribe to my channel for more vulnerable readings. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, group 3. If you chose the tiger's eye, this is your group. And of course, with the energy check, you will get a deeper confirmation whether this is your group or not. You are a multifaceted shapeshifter, my dear group 3s. Whether you're aware of it or not, I feel with the tiger's eye, You have. So, my battery ran out, and I'd already gotten into flipping the cards and talking about them. But it's okay, we're going to do it again for you. So, I spoke about you guys are extremely excellent at camouflaging, at adapting to situations, people. I'm also hitting emotions. Maybe you know how to fake your emotions. Maybe you know how to show a certain kind of emotion or react or respond how others want you to react and respond. Some of you might be actors, or if you're not, this might be a sign for you that you have really good acting potential. Okay, so the cards that we have for you are Bat and Black Egg. Now, you're the only group who got 2 cards. You guys are extremely good at being able to move on, being able to let go and move on from situations, people, or maybe even feelings. But a shadow side of that ability is that it could also mean that you might be really good at escaping from things, situation, people, emotions. So you might have a hard time in when it comes to like commitments, because it's like if something feels out of your comfort zone, if something feels like, I mean, it could be very subjective how you perceive it to be. Like maybe it's like, oh, that's too difficult, or oh, that's too bothersome, or you might just be indifferent and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit and wait here, goodbye. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting, that you are very quick to move on from things. It's very easy for you to release, to let go. The light aspect of this ability is that you are very resilient in nature, and you absolutely have no trouble when it comes to surrendering or letting go of something that does not serve you for your highest good. And so moving on there is like a huge gift that you have. That's the kind of person you are. You're able to move on very smoothly. But again, it could also be use your own discernment as to, do you use this for escaping from things? Is it like a, do you use it as a defense mechanism, or do you use it to your advantage when you actually need it, or both? And you don't have to have a judgment about it, but just being aware about it really might help you to get to know yourself better and how you operate. And with the tiger's eye, another message that I had was something to do with sonic and sound that also came through. That you might have very sensitive ears, or you might be very sensitive to sounds. Maybe you don't like being around people who are too loud for you, or maybe you don't like being too loud, or you might hear some sort of ringing in your ear from time to time, and that makes me go back to the black egg. With the black egg, I feel you have untapped, unexplored potential psychic abilities that you really need to tap into at this moment. And the reading, we are yet to get into like what are the blessings that are coming for you. But in your energy check itself, this is like one of the blessings, the really big ones that came through, that you are in a phase of your life where you are being nurtured by spirit, by universe, to tap into your potential psychic abilities. This could be anything. It's like you have been running away from this as well with the bat, that you know, you may or may not be aware of them, but you have been consciously or subconsciously been running away from them, and now it's time to face your black egg. Also, this is like spirit card, so it's, I don't know what I was gonna say. With the black egg, the message that I got was, you are someone who's highly protected. Your aura, your energy is highly guarded, highly protected. You may think it's by you, but it's also by your divine army, your spirit guides, and the light beings who work with you in this life and across lifetimes. But they are keeping you protected in a way that I see, for example, them being a chicken nurturing this egg, which is you. And it's like it's time to hatch. The hatching period is here for you, my dear black egg. Group 3, I also heard that you are someone who is highly intuitive, and you have an excellent radar, or a very high instinct or judgment when it comes to being able to decipher and dissect people, like this person is like this, and I'm pretty sure they're like this or that. Have you seen Mentalist? It's a series on Netflix. If you haven't, I highly recommend you going and checking it out, because our main protagonist over there, he is the mentalist, and the kind of keen instinct that he has, how observant he is, and how he's able to dissect people, I feel that's the level of high intellectual instinct you possess. It's a very interesting show, and hell, you might be a mentalist yourself. I don't know. But yeah, with the bat, I also got like Scorpio energy. You may or may not be a Scorpio, or you might have heavy influence of Scorpio in your birth chart, but it's not necessary. I feel like that high instinct that Scorpios possess, the whole dissecting the person in front of you thingy, that started with the Scorpio message, that you have that Scorpio vibe. You might be intimidating for some people. You might be someone who looks very small, petite, and cute on the outside, but you actually carry a very deep, intimidating presence. Okay, if this is your group, if you resonate with this energy, you think this is you, welcome on board. Let's continue with your reading. If not, you might want to check out the other two piles. Other two groups. I don't know, I don't like saying piles. I don't like the word piles for selecting. Groups is much better. Anyways, some of you might actually have the tendency to double check things, I'm getting, because with the bat being highly intellectual creature, you can definitely have the tendency to overthink things or overanalyze stuff, when you're actually meant to have more trust in your instinct, your intuition. You need to have more faith in yourself, I'm getting. Some of you might have some self-doubting behavioral patterns or thinking patterns that might be causing you to have a low self-esteem. For some of you, like from outside you might be intimidating, but from inside maybe you very roughly judge yourself, question yourself, or criticize yourself. Let's look at what is it that you have already surrendered, or that you're in the process of surrendering. Group 3. Get this one. We have 11, addicted. For some of you, we were talking about self-criticism, self-judgment. I feel that might be something, that might be the reason why you're watching this reading, because I feel that's something you might be trying to surrender at this moment. Or maybe you have already surrendered, but seeing it's coming in your energy, obviously take it how it resonates. But since it has, for some of you, come up in your energy check, it might be something that you haven't completely surrendered or let go of yet. It might still very much be there. And don't worry, don't take the addicted term too literally. I mean, some of y'all could be dealing with a lot of stuff, dealing with addiction issues, but not, it doesn't have to be literally. It could also be addicted to like certain thinking patterns, behavioral patterns, going back in a negative spiral loop, or something similar. But I feel you are in the process of surrendering it, because see how his head is down. I feel like he knows he has done some self-harm, and I'm reading the energy of this person. I know I've done this to myself, and now it's time to realize that I'm still standing. I'm a strong soul, and I should be more kind to myself. I'm gonna try and take off these spikes off me, and instead of using my energy to self-sabotage, I'm gonna direct my energy to things that feel more meaningful to me. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Oh, that's a lot of cards. I'm not taking all of them. Let me see. We have Kali. Wow. I'm sorry. If I ever offend you in between this reading, please don't come for me. You guys are very, very strong, resilient, and intimidating, yes. But like, if you must have heard that quote that overthinkers are also people who deeply feel, deeply care. That's why they overthink. I feel that's the case with you. You, no matter how intimidating or how distant you might feel to others, I feel people have a hard time connecting with you because you run away, or maybe you have trust issues, and maybe you just have hard time dealing with people. Maybe you're just scared from inside, and maybe you just feel nervous. Oh my god, this person wants to talk to me. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let me run away. That might be for some of you, maybe not for all. Call out the people who did you bad, who did you wrong, and you used to make sure they got a taste of their own medicine, but now it's like you don't bother. You have shut out. You have surrendered that part of you that, you know what, it doesn't make any difference. I don't care anymore. And I'm just letting go of this. You wanna keep up that behavior? Sure, go ahead. I couldn't care less. It's like she's dancing with the snakes, Kali. And the feelings of revenge, the feelings of somehow seeking justice has now been surrendered. I feel like you've gained trust on the universe that karma is a real thing, and it's gonna get back to these people for whatever they did to me. But that is not my duty. That is not my dharma. My dharma is my karma. The action that I'm going to put in for my life, for myself. That is my dharma, my purpose. So I feel like that's what you're moving towards. Honestly, it's a very beautiful energy. It feels very relieving. It feels like you can finally catch your breath. It feels like a huge boulder has been lifted off your shoulder. I'm seeing 10 of Wands. That's the energy. If you don't know how the 10 of Wands looks in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, it's like a person is carrying 10 wands and he's kind of bent over and he's not able to see what's ahead of him because he's carrying the burden of those 10 wands. But you have surrendered. You have decided to let go of those 10 wands because they don't serve you for your highest good, and they don't allow you to envision yourself as the one that you want to be, that you want to become. But now that you've dropped those burdens, I feel like you are able to see yourself becoming the version of you that you always wanted. And I'm getting homecoming. Maybe you're leaving, what you're leaving here is actually all of this mess and coming home towards your inner potential, coming home towards the black egg. So maybe I was wrong earlier. Maybe it's not that you are running away from your potential, but maybe you're coming back to it because you have decided. Maybe you were running away earlier, but now you have decided to come back home and take that black egg and become that potential that you are. It's a very powerful energy over here. Okay, let's see the blessings that are entering your life along with this, because this in itself is a huge blessing, I feel. So I want to see what blessings are you receiving along with this shift in energy and transformation. Anxiety. There's one more coming. Protection from anxiety. I definitely, with the anxiety, the first thing I felt was releasing the anxiety. Like right now, do you see how it's like scattered? I feel like you have been able to work on yourself, or because we are channeling the blessings entering your life, you will be able to work on yourself in such a way that you are integrating the fragmented aspects of you that are constantly in a low vibrational state related to anxiety, fear, shame, guilt, etc. Traumatic aspects of you who are now coming into a state of oneness, a state of wholeness. So that I keep hearing focus, one-track mind. Maybe there's something you have been wanting to do, or you have been wanting to put your energy into, but you haven't been able to do because this anxiety keeps eating you up. And every time you even plan it out, it's like maybe you end up procrastinating, or you end up running away or distracting yourself, or some defense mechanism kicks up and you're not able to do that. You're not able to do that particular work that you wanted to do. And I feel that lost focus, it's not that you don't have focus. You are a highly focused being. We know that with the bat. But what was happening is that these fragmented aspects were not ready to look at each other. They were not ready to acknowledge each other. Maybe they were not even aware of each other's presence. But now they sort of are. If you don't know what fragmentation is, what I'm talking about, you might want to check out Teal Swan's video called Fragmentation, where you will get to know how different aspects of you, different conscious aspects of you, enter into a split, and how each of these aspects have their own likes, dislikes, preferences, personalities, and how they might be contradicting each other. But in the I keep hearing coming days, the blessings that are entering your life. So I feel the energy for your blessings coming in is connected to, it's gradually entering your life. I'm seeing a tortoise. It's like it's step by step, one by one. And trust me, that's how it should be. You can never force healing, no matter how bad you want it. You can never force it. You need to go at a pace where you won't feel overwhelmed, and then all these different aspects of you are just like, ah. I don't know how to explain it, honestly, even though I've been through these situations myself. But it's like you have to make yourself clear again and again to someone or to something, or maybe when addressing a group of people. Could also be that maybe you perceive it as so that you need to explain yourself again, which may lead you to sometimes over explaining things. That's just a side message that came. I don't know why. Energy check keeps slipping in the rest of the questions. But anyways, with the anxiety and protection, I feel how the fragments are, going back to the original message, how they are fragmented and scattered. You are coming into a state of oneness where your scattered aspects are integrating and emerging as one, as whole, as quote unquote complete, the whole you. Now there are so many aspects of us, so it's not literally the whole 100% you, but a huge chunk of your fragmented aspects have come together, more like coming together. Maybe for some of you this is already happening. You might be going through a dark night of the soul. So yeah, but you are highly protected, that's for sure. And like, don't worry too much. What are you worrying about? Why did I say that? Maybe you are wondering if I'll ever be able to come out of this, and spirit is like, yeah, you will. You need to have more trust, you need to have more faith. You will definitely come out, don't worry. No phase of life is permanent. We are beings who are meant to keep evolving, and we are constantly evolving. You cannot experience the human experience without experiencing evolution. Period. The end. Believe in magic. What was Spirit just talking about? You need to believe in yourself, and don't worry, you'll come out of it. And then we get believe in magic. That's like confirmation on confirmation. Okay, it says, open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. I love this card. But going back to your reading, I don't know if something like this exists on YouTube, but you should definitely check out Northern Lights Magic Meditation. I feel like that's something that will really benefit you. Northern Lights Magic Meditation. Some of you might feel connected to the Northern Lights or colder places in general. There's this really amazing YouTuber called Iona Yanton, Jonajinton, who lives in Sweden and records these beautiful nature sounds and even the Northern Lights and like a lot of stuff related to Sweden. And I don't know, that might be significant. You can check it out. I'm also hearing ice magic. I don't know if any of my witches in the spiritual community have any have any spells on ice, but given that how intuitive you are, maybe you can invent it. Or create your own ice spell or magic for your use and even for other people's use. Why not? Share your gifts. It's like when you are in training in this frequency of receiving these blessings. sometimes they might even need action from your end for you to be able to receive them, right? So maybe do try this ice magic thing, maybe with ice cubes or ice cream, I don't know. But like, if I want to solidify my self-esteem, my self-worth, ice looks like a beautiful medium to do that, right? Water is good for releasing resistance and getting flexibility in yourself, but ice is like solidifying something. So if you want to speed up the process, or you want to deeply instill the belief that yes, I can come out of this, I am surrendering this, I believe in myself and I am coming out of this, then putting in some action in your physical reality so that you can physically see and relate to it, doing something like this ice magic thing will really, really be beneficial for you. When you're setting your ice cubes, when you're making your ice cubes, you fill your ice, what's it called? Your ice plate, I don't know, with water. You can hold it in your hands and charge it with the energy of extremely high self-worth, self-esteem, self-loving energies, and whatever you want. High levels of confidence. And once you feel your water is ready, then you set it to stone. Wow. Then you set it to freeze up in your freezer, and then use those ice cubes in your drinks, in your coffee, whatever you drink. Oh yeah, like charging the water is one thing, but you can also do spells with it, maybe using certain herbs or spices. You can add in your ice cube tray, it's called a tray, sorry. You can add to your ice cube water and freeze it, and then use it for rituals or something. I don't know, sounds fun and interesting. Maybe I will also try this for solidifying your manifestations as well. Okay, that's 3 cards. It's like you need all these confirmations to know that this is happening. Honey, you know what? I'm gonna take them for you. I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. I feel like this is a message from your guides that they are sending you all the love, but you also need to be open to receiving it. So you need to verbally say that I allow and accept the love that my spirit guides of light are sending me at this moment. You can find better affirmations anywhere else. Like, for me, it takes me some time to just sit and script what do I want to affirm. Then we have, again, love. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. Maybe you need to take this affirmation, screenshot it, I don't know. You need this. Love is the highest vibrating frequency that we have come to know, and it's the exact opposite frequency of fear. So if you want to conquer your fears, you want to surrender certain things, in training your vibrational frequency to vibrate at the frequency of love is what's gonna help you overcome your fears. Like, I had this huge fear of putting myself out here and making videos, but my love for tarot readings, my love for sharing my gifts, my love for putting a smile on other people, and my love for just like helping others in this way is something that's bigger than the fear that I held. So although it took me, gosh, 2 to 3 years, I was able to overcome it finally, and here I am. And it's by overcoming doesn't mean that it's gone. The fear is always gonna be there. What's gonna change is that you will get the courage to hold that fear in your hand, walk with it, and still do it anyways. That's what it means to let go of fear. I mean, it's very natural for your inner child to be scared, be afraid of, or be fearful of things that you haven't explored yet, or of putting yourself out there. So what you can do as your grown-up self is to cultivate a good self-loving environment for yourself. I don't know, you need more caressing. You need more physical caressing as well. You need more hugs, group 3. You need more hand-holding. You need more skinship. Because it's coming in your blessings energy, I feel one of the blessings is that you are soon gonna receive some sort of skinship. Sounds so sus. Maybe someone is entering your life, or maybe someone in your existing life is gonna show you a lot of love. And if you allow them, they might even feel that you need this kinship comfort, that you need this unconditional space of love, and they will be there for you. They'll be more than willing, more than giving. I am ready to go big, rise up and step into my power. This is the card we're going to keep. Love and miracles are on your way. If you're not looking for something romantic, it doesn't have to be that. It could be your family members, or maybe some really great friends. It could actually be a relationship as well. The colors are making me feel so. Your sun, I feel. You know, like how sunflowers rise up whenever in the direction of the sun. I feel your sun is coming. Someone is your sun and they are coming. They're gonna make you rise up. Not to say you have to depend on their coming, but it's like, it's something about this connection that's just gonna fire you up, but not in a quick burn way. More of a, like, you know how a candle takes its time to settle, warm, the wax smells slowly. It's gonna ignite that hunger inside of you to ignite your own fire. The blessings that are coming into your life, they're helping you to rise up, have a shift in your energetic frequency, and step into your power. Go and do the things that you're meant to do, that you have wanted to do. We have freedom. I love myself. Aww. I'm sorry, what was it that we were talking about? Self-care, self-love, self-worth. Oh yeah. Freedom. I love myself. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can love myself in every condition. Free me from self-torture. Free me from self-torture. Fill me with self-acceptance and worthiness. May I allow and honor all my feelings, however they arise. This goes back to the whole anxiety thingy and the other fragmented aspects of you. There's major calling for you to check out that fragmentation video and figure out, how do I interact with myself? How do I learn to interact with myself? You might be afraid of interacting with others, but are you able to interact with yourself? Are you crazy enough to sit in a room alone and talk to yourself? If the answer is yes, good. You're not crazy, that's a very normal thing. But now try to incorporate that with the people around you as well. Easier said than done, of course, but baby steps, remember? And if you're someone who has never tried talking to yourself, now that is not normal. You need to be a little bit more crazy. Get a mirror in front of you, or go in front of your mirror, look into your eyes, like literally stare into them, and start talking to yourself. I don't know, whatever comes to your mind, whatever thoughts arise, just verbalize it. Self-talk is so important for you, especially someone who is so highly intellectual, that if you don't verbalize your feelings, your thoughts, I'm sorry, how are you able to function? Group 3. I would go crazy if I didn't get that space to just let it all out. You need to find your medium. You need to find your means to express yourself. It could be via an artistic pursuit, or maybe simply just getting in front of your mirror and talking to yourself, which is not simple at all, by the way. Like looking into your eyes and just staying there, being with yourself. Your vision might get blurry, without blinking, by the way. Try this without blinking, and then blink if it feels too uncomfortable. Try doing it without blinking, and you will notice how, as your vision gets kind of blurry, you might start seeing distortions of your image. When that happens, stay with your breath. Focus on your breath and remind yourself, these are just aspects of me. These are just aspects of me that I might have been running away from, so I choose to stay present with them right now. Right here, right now. You might really want to try that. As spooky it can get sometimes, it's also a very fun practice to getting to know yourself better and everything. At this point in the reading, you might be feeling a little sleepy or turned down, I'm hearing, or even nervous. But it's okay, just stay with your breath, stay present with whatever you're feeling. Emotions carry information, and there is a reason why you're feeling what you're feeling. Maybe pause the video, take some time, and sit with yourself. Blessings entering group 3's life. we have the Hermit. It kind of correlates very beautifully with the bat and the black egg and how it fell on top of Addicted. I feel like you're almost there. You've been on a long journey. You've traversed a difficult phase of your life. Now, with these blessings coming in, things are going to be much more easier. Don't worry. Believe in the magic inside of you. Nine of Swords. Yep. Going back to the losing your sleep, losing your mind, the anxiety, the stress. Some of you might even have like sleeping issues, maybe not being able to sleep or having very, very stressful dreams. If that's the case, then know that with this, your sleep cycle is also going to get better, and maybe you can use that ice magic for improving your sleep as well. Try praying to your spirit guides, your angels, archangels, guardian angels, and also archeis. I recently started establishing communication with archeai, which is basically the female counterparts of archangels, and they have really, really helped me to be able to sleep at night, because I also used to have that issue, like very, very major issue. Praying to them has been super grateful to help me fall asleep easily, smoothly, beautifully, and to gift me only gentle, beautiful dreams. And it's been very effective so far, like I'm not even kidding. So you might want to look up female archangels. The archeis that I pray to are Archaea Grace, Archaea Patience, Archaea Faith, just adding two more, Archaea Joy and Archaea Forgiveness. That's a lot, but you don't need to pray to all of them. You can just pick one of the ones that you like. Their specific names are different, but the particular oracle deck that I got for the female archangels have named them as these emotions so that it's easier for us to connect with them and easier for us to recognize them. Lastly, let's look at some advice cards. We have Journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to find it. Have faith, dear. Enjoy your journey. I mean, that's so cliche, but it's like Spirit is like, your guides are hatching you, are making sure you are nurtured in any and every way that they can. You need to give them permission to come in and do that to help you, number one. Number two, birthing is a process. You are being birthed with this black egg, and birthing is a process of patience and great nurturance. It's a huge awakening. You're literally birthing a different creature, an entire creature out of you. And in this case, a completely new, transformed you is being birthed. So have patience and enjoy the journey. 2-3 days back, I kept seeing this particular message on Instagram repeatedly, that enjoy your current self while you still can, because she's no longer going to be there. And at first I was avoiding that message. I'm like, what? Why? But then I decided to surrender and let that happen. And because that happened is why I'm sitting here recording this reading for you. Anyways, maybe that's a message that you also need to hear. Dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. We do have a lot of blues here. Dream. Bad dreams. Pray for good dreams. Ambition. Set your sights beyond the horizon. Yeah, this goes back to believing in magic. I feel you need to change your belief systems. Try using subliminals. One particular channel that I really love, actually I'll recommend two. One is Slade, Slade, and one is Cafe Beijing. Try out their subliminals. I really love their subliminals. If you don't know what subliminals are, they're basically positive affirmations but covered up with music or sounds, so that sometimes using positive affirmations your conscious mind can be in resistance and might block it out, or you might feel uncomfortable doing positive affirmations. So subliminals are a good way of using affirmations without triggering yourself or without alerting your conscious mind to be triggered. So maybe try using them for retraining your belief system regarding this whole trust issue thingy, trust in yourself, trust in others, and a whole lot of stuff. I mean, not a whole lot of stuff, but like, you get my point, right? We've covered it all. So yeah, that's it, group 3. That's your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if the reading resonated with you, and do consider giving me a like and subscribing to my channel. Stay tuned for more vulnerable readings. I love you. Take care. Bye bye.